Have you ever wondered why your joints still ache, even after investing in supplements that promised relief? Maybe you've tried collagen, glucosamine, or other popular formulas, hoping they would finally give you the mobility and comfort you deserve. And yet, the pain lingers, sometimes even getting worse. For many adults between the ages of 40 and 65, this is a frustrating and discouraging reality. You take care of yourself, you invest in your health, but something still feels broken. The truth is, there's often an invisible enemy at work inside your body, an enemy most people don't even realize exists. It's called silent inflammation. And until you learn how to identify it, control it, and reduce its effects, no supplement on earth will give you the results you're hoping for. Silent inflammation is unlike the sharp pain you feel when you sprain an ankle or cut your finger. It's subtle. It doesn't scream, it whispers. It works in the background, slowly breaking down your joints, your cartilage, and your overall energy. It's not always obvious at first, but over time, the stiffness in the morning, the fatigue after simple tasks, and the aching knees that don't seem to recover all point to the same hidden cause. Think of it like a slow fire smoldering inside your body, unseen, but destructive. And this fire does something crucial. It blocks the very nutrients you're trying to absorb. That means when you take supplements, instead of healing your joints, much of their potential is wasted because your body is too inflamed to use them properly. Now, here's the important part. Silent inflammation is not inevitable. It's not something you just have to accept with age. In fact, when you address it directly, your body responds almost immediately. Supplements that seemed useless suddenly begin to show results. Pain eases, mobility improves, energy returns. But the key lies in understanding what fuels this invisible fire and what puts it out. And here's where so many people go wrong. They believe supplements alone can solve the problem. But without tackling the underlying causes, it's like pouring water into a bucket full of holes. That's why today I am going to show you the 3 pillars of defeating silent inflammation. Eating the right anti-inflammatory foods, sleeping in a way that restores your body, and managing stress so that it stops feeding the cycle of pain. Together, these 3 changes amplify the effectiveness of your supplements and finally unlock the relief you've been waiting for. Let's start with food, because what you eat every day either fuels the fire of inflammation or fights it. You've probably heard the phrase, "You are what you eat." Nowhere is this more true than in the case of your joints. Processed foods, sugary drinks, fried snacks, and refined carbs are like gasoline on the fire. They spike your blood sugar, trigger inflammatory chemicals, and leave your body struggling to repair itself. Think about that afternoon donut, the fast food burger, or even the nightly glass of soda. These are small choices that create big consequences over time. On the other hand, certain foods are like powerful firefighters. Omega-3 fatty acids from salmon, sardines, or flax seeds reduce inflammation at the cellular level. Brightly colored fruits like blueberries, cherries, and pomegranates contain antioxidants that protect your cartilage from damage. Spices, like turmeric and ginger, have compounds that directly lower inflammatory markers in your blood. When you replace the foods that fuel the fire with those that extinguish it, you create an environment where your supplements can finally do their job. Picture this: a man in his late 50s who struggled with knee pain for years. He had been taking glucosamine faithfully, but nothing seemed to change. One small shift transformed his results. He removed sugary sodas and replaced them with water infused with lemon and ginger. He added salmon twice a week, sprinkled turmeric into his soups, and within a few weeks, the pain that once kept him from walking long distances began to fade. Did the supplements suddenly become more powerful? No. His body finally had the chance to absorb and use them, because the silent inflammation was no longer stealing the benefits. Now, let's talk about something most people overlook: sleep. You may not realize it, but poor sleep is one of the strongest drivers of chronic inflammation. Every night you cut short your rest, every time you toss and turn without deep sleep, your body produces more inflammatory chemicals. It's like keeping that smoldering fire alive. Studies show that just one night of inadequate sleep can raise levels of C-reactive protein, a key marker of inflammation. And here's where it becomes a vicious cycle. Joint pain can make it hard to sleep, and lack of sleep makes the pain worse. Breaking this cycle is essential. Think of sleep as your body's repair shop. During deep rest, tissues are rebuilt, inflammation is reduced, and your immune system recalibrates. If you're not prioritizing at least 7 quality hours, you're robbing your joints of the recovery they desperately need. The good news: You don't have to overhaul your life to improve your sleep. Simple changes make a huge difference. Going to bed at the same time each night, turning off screens an hour before bed, keeping your bedroom cool and dark, and avoiding heavy meals or alcohol late in the evening. These habits train your body to enter deep, restorative sleep. And when you do, you'll notice not only better energy in the morning, but also less stiffness, less pain, and a greater sense of mobility. Let's move to the third pillar: stress. We often think of stress as a mental or emotional issue, but it has a very real, physical impact on your joints. When you're under constant stress, your body releases cortisol, the stress hormone. A little cortisol in short bursts is not harmful, it's part of our natural response system. But when stress becomes chronic, cortisol remains elevated, and this constant drip feeds the inflammation inside your body. Over time, it doesn't just age your joints, it accelerates the breakdown of cartilage and worsens pain. This is why you may notice flare-ups of joint discomfort during particularly stressful times in your life, even if your routine hasn't changed otherwise. So, how do we manage stress in a way that reduces inflammation? The answer isn't always about eliminating stress, that's unrealistic. Instead, it's about creating healthy outlets. Simple breathing exercises, like taking 5 deep belly breaths when you feel tension rising, can lower cortisol almost immediately. A daily walk outdoors, even for just 15 minutes, has been shown to reduce stress hormones and improve joint health. Practices like meditation or gentle yoga don't just calm the mind, they actively reduce inflammatory markers in the body. And remember, managing stress is not indulgence, it's medicine for your joints. Now, imagine putting all 3 of these pillars together. You clean up your diet with anti-inflammatory foods, you give your body the rest it craves, and you handle stress in a healthier way. Suddenly, the supplements you're taking, whether it's collagen, glucosamine, or omega-3, aren't wasted anymore. They're absorbed, utilized, and amplified. Your body begins to heal from the inside out. The morning stiffness that once seemed inevitable starts to fade. The pain that made you avoid stairs or long walks becomes manageable, even minimal. You don't just feel better, you feel younger, more capable, more alive. The transformation isn't just physical, it's emotional. Living with constant joint pain wears you down. It steals joy from simple pleasures: playing with your grandchildren, going for a walk with your spouse, or even getting out of bed without groaning. But when you finally get the upper hand on silent inflammation, life opens up again. You move with more freedom, you wake up with more energy, and you reclaim the confidence that pain tried to take from you. That's the real gift of addressing inflammation. It's not only about joints. It's about getting your life back. And here's the thing: you don't have to make all these changes overnight. Start small. Swap out one processed snack for a handful of walnuts or berries. Add a few minutes of stretching or breathing exercises before bed. Commit to shutting off your phone 30 minutes earlier at night. These little steps build momentum, and as you feel the difference, you'll naturally want to do more. Over time, these choices create a powerful shift. They don't just improve your joints, they extend your health span, giving you more years of vitality and independence. So, let's recap what we've uncovered today. The reason supplements alone don't work for so many people is because of silent inflammation, the hidden enemy inside your body. This inflammation blocks your ability to absorb nutrients and heal properly. The 3 pillars to overcoming it are simple but powerful: eating an anti-inflammatory diet, prioritizing quality sleep, and managing stress effectively. When you focus on these, your supplements finally begin to work as they should, and your joints start to heal. If you take only one message from this video, let it be this: you are not powerless. Pain and stiffness are not just the price of getting older. With the right choices, you can fight inflammation, reclaim your mobility, and truly feel the difference. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Of the 3 pillars we discussed, which one do you feel you need to improve the most in your life right now? Share it in the comments below. Your experience might inspire someone else watching today. If this video gave you clarity and hope, don't forget to give it a like, share it with a friend or family member who struggles with joint pain, and subscribe to this channel for more science-backed strategies to live longer, healthier, and stronger. Together, let us spread the truth about silent inflammation and help more people reclaim the freedom of a body that moves without pain. Because at the end of the day, your joints are not just about movement, they're about your freedom, your independence, and the moments that make life worth living. And you deserve to enjoy them fully.